Show name. And who the participants are.
All right. Good morning, boys and girls. Hello, Miami.
Where are we?
Hello, all of our Battle of the Books.
Start the video.
Participants.
Hey guys, y'all get to y'all spot.
Okay. What I'm going to ask is for everyone to mute their audio, please. And Anna, you can help me with that by muting.
I will.
All right. You are here live with us for the Battle of the Books. All right. We'll give everybody a few minutes to log in and get set up, and then we'll get started. All right, so if you are logged in, good morning. We've got Pirate Danielle here. I'm Danielle and I'm from the Children's Trust, and I'll be your MC today. And this is my little friend, Polly. Polly, can you say hi? And my fellow host is Anna. I'll let you introduce yourself.
I'm Anna Rondon, and I'm here joining Danielle, and I'm from Reading Explorers. We are an awesome program that we run out of Florida International University.
All right, thank you, Anna. So,
Yeah.
as you know, today is the Battle of the Books that we've been waiting for all summer long, the biggest competition of the summer. So you won't be able to see everybody who is competing and part of this today. You will only be able to see who's on the screen. Some of our camps are on the screen with us. And all those other families that are sitting at home and participating, you'll be able to chat with us using the chat box or the Q&A. So go ahead and write any questions you have in the Q&A or in the chat box, and we will be able to talk with you through there. So let's see, what do we have on our docket today? We've got to talk about our fabulous partners that have made this happen today. So let me share my screen with you. And we've got our Battle of the Books. Anna, can you see the recording feature to make sure we're recording?
I can see we're going. Yes.
Awesome. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to share this with you. Look at all these fantastic partners. Polly, can you believe it? We've got FIU and the Center for Family and Children, Reading Explorers. We've got the National Black Child Development Institute. We've got Nova Southeastern University and Project Rise. We've got Miami-Dade County Public School System. Woohoo! We've got Miami-Dade Public Library System. We've got Miami-Dade College, their School of Education, and even some of their Florida future educators are going to be on here with us today. Can you believe that? Woohoo! We've got Miami-Dade Family Learning Partnership, and all of this came together through the partners of the Miami-Dade Grade Level Reading Campaign. All right. So what do we have happening today, Polly? What do we have happening today? Anna, you want to tell us about these prizes?
I would love to. I'll share a little bit about our business. And before I do that, though, I'd love to welcome the several camps that are with us today. Big shout out to Hope for Miami. I know there's several groups coming from there. And then we have the YWCA of South Florida joining us too. We have Step Up. The Resource Room should be coming in the house if they're not here yet. And we've got Gang Alternative. Woo woo! We've got Family Action Network. Yeah. We've got Sylvia School. I know you guys are here. We saw you earlier. City Church, if you're not here yet, you'll be coming in soon. And then we might have even some kids joining us from home that are coming from camp as well, but from home. And that might be Thomas Armour Youth Ballet. So thanks for joining us. And Arts for Learning, and maybe even some kids from Little. Oh yeah, TAYB is here. Yeah, awesome. So we've got kids from all over Miami-Dade joining us. We're so happy to have you here. Well, now we're going to tell you what you can win today. So there's going to be lots of opportunities throughout our 2-hour battle today to get some fun prizes. If you answer some bonus questions that'll be coming up throughout our 2 hours, you're going to get a super awesome bag. That goodie bag is going to be provided by Project Rise, which is from the organization Nova Southeastern University. I see Latoya. She's representing here, and she's showing off right now, clapping her hands. Yeah. So in those goodie bags, you'll see some really neat prizes, treasure box, and lots of other fun things. If your camp wins, you will be eligible for a pizza party as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then also all of our participants are gonna get a voucher for a sporting event once those are back in action. So we will tell you more about how you'll be able to get these prizes throughout our event. So keep your ears peeled to learn more. Awesome. I'm going to send it back to you, Danielle. Danielle, you're on mute. Can you unmute yourself?
All right. Polly, can you believe all the kids that are on here? We've had over 400 families that have registered to be with us today. Oh, it's so exciting. So let's see what other guests want to share a message with you. Where are those guests? Let's see. Here they are.
Hello, Summer Book Battle teams and families. I'm Jim Hodge, the President and CEO of the Children's Trust. As you can see here, we have a lot of books. The Trust supports literacy in this community. The Trust supports reading amongst our children and youth. I personally have been very blessed with a family who encouraged me to read, and I went from having to read to loving to read. This is one of my favorite books. One, because it's about the founder of the Children's Trust, Mr. Dave Lawrence Jr., who started the Trust. So not only learn about starting the Trust, but his life and his history. I encourage you to continue reading, and I truly look forward and cannot wait to see who earns the title of Summer Book Battle Champion.
I love reading. Reading provides me an escape. When you're an athlete, you spend a lot of time thinking about plays, thinking about the competition, about what you did correctly, what you did wrong. But when you sit down with a good book, it allows you to just release. It allows you to dream. It allows you to escape. And just for a moment, you can dream big and kind of step out of body. And so I love reading because it provides a tremendous escape for someone like me, someone like you, who probably has a lot going on. So that's my love. I love reading. Good luck on the book battle competition. I wish you the best of luck.
This is a robot I designed. I started designing for the 2019-2020 UX Worlds competition. My love for STEM all started with my love for reading. Reading books such as The Martian showed me how intriguing and practical engineering can be. This is why I started all these STEM activities. Good luck on your competition. Have fun.
Hello, MBGLR Summer Book Battle teams and families. My name is Edwin Bonilla Jr. and this is my mom, Susie Guillaume. Hi. My talent is I love to play sports. I can play basketball, soccer, baseball, and football. That is dope. And my favorite sport is actually basketball.
Woo. How many basketball players do we have out there? I know there's a lot. So now we're going to share our connection to reading and why we love reading, and we're going to share some of our favorite books. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. One of my favorite books is Minecraft. It tells you how to play Minecraft the game. It tells you how to craft stuff, and it tells you how to become better at the game. And it tells you what's better to use in the game.
I love Minecraft.
It's my favorite game.
Awesomeness. So one of my favorite books is called Happy to Be Nappy. This is one of my favorite books because it showcases my different hairstyles with my hair texture. A halo, a crown. It can be smooth and patted down, pull tight, cut close, or just let go, just like mine. And I love it. The authors here are Bill Hooks, Chris Ruska. Should definitely check it out at your local library.
My next favorite book is Black Panther. It's about a panther that's black, and he's the leader of Wakanda, and he defeats evil that try to take over Wakanda. I don't know how many guys watched the movie, but Michael B. Jordan was in there, and he was trying to take over to be the leader of Wakanda. But Black Panther, he defeated him, and now he's leader of Wakanda.
That's it. It was over. How does it go?
And it goes like this: Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Do it with us.
Wakanda forever.
And my last favorite book here is EJ's Exciting Road Trip.
It's our book, and it's made by me, Edwin Bonilla Jr., and Susie Guillaume, which is my mom.
Yes, and this was all a dream. Edwin had an idea when he was 4 that he wanted to visit the White House, and we turned it into a book.
Before we close out, we have something special for you guys.
Don't move.
We came up with our own handshake for the book battle. It's called the Book Battle
Handshake.
And we're going to show you how it goes.
Okay, let's go. Yeah! So let's try it one more time.
Do fist bump.
Like we're reading a book. And then
hit them folks.
Hit them folks. All right. So guys, thank you for having us.
Good luck with the book battle competition.
Yes, good luck with the book battle competition, and all the best to the winners. Wishing you all the best. Take care.
Hello, Summer Book Battle teams. I'm Offensive Coordinator Rhett Lashley of the Miami Hurricanes. I'm here with my 4 kids.
Hi, my name's Hudson.
What's your name, sweetheart? Scarlett.
My name's Thomas.
Hey, babe, what's your name?
My name is Rowan.
That's Rowan. Now, we're here today to tell you about some of our favorite books. So, Hudson, why don't you go first?
I like Nathan Rich because it's full of adventures.
Hudson likes reading adventure books. Scarlett, what's your book about? Colors? Do you like colors, baby? She does. She likes colors. Thomas?
I like my numbers.
Okay, Rowan, she loves reading about numbers, don't you, baby? All right, Thomas, tell us about your book.
I like the Who Was series because it tells information about famous people.
And what's great is, you know, the girls are only 4 years old, so they can read small books about colors and numbers, and that helps them learn. At the same time, the boys can read a little bit harder books, and that helps them learn. Just learning is something that happens when you read books. We're really excited that y'all are part of this book battle. I want to wish you the best of luck this summer in the book battles. Really excited to have you as a part of the Sebastian's Reading Squad this summer, and hope y'all will come out this fall and support us at some Hurricane games. Go Canes!
So with me here is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. And this is my favorite book, and that's why I'm showing it to you today. Ready Player One is about this kid named Wade Watts, and he lives in a very, very messy slum. And his only escape is in this virtual reality world called the Oasis, where you can become anything you want, and you have full control over everything. It's definitely one of my favorites. It's a really, really enjoyable sci-fi novel if you like that type of stuff. And since I like sci-fi probably more than anything else, this definitely was a great read for me.
Hello, Summer Book Battle teams and families. My name is Daniela Puhala, and I wanted to share with you my experience and passion with STEM. When I was younger, all I would read was books like Harry Potter and stories about this magical, impossible world where things would happen at the flick of a wrist. As I grew older, I realized this was possible, and I developed a passion for STEM since it allowed me to create robots such as these that move at the push of a button. I hope I encourage you to redefine the word impossible, and I can't wait to see who earns the title of Summer Book Battle Champion. Good luck.
Hi, Summer Book Battle teams. My name's Julie Holt. I'm a public defender here in Miami, so I defend people who are accused of crimes who can't afford to pay for an attorney. Prior to becoming a public defender, I was a professional dancer. Books have been a huge influence in my life from the time I was little until now. One of my favorites is Moby Dick. I love the writing, I love the adventure, but most of all, I love the underlying message. Every time I read it, I come away feeling inspired not to be bound by these boxes that society is trying to put us in and how they tell us to live and think. This is just one of many books that has influenced my life. I became a public defender in part because of Richard Wright's Native Son and James Baldwin's The Fire Next Time. To me, reading has opened up worlds both beautiful and horrible, but always inspiring. So I'm so excited for you all to find books that will inspire and change you so that you can inspire and change the world around you. So good luck.
All right. So you've seen we have some special guests that are really wishing you a lot of great luck today. And so next what we have up, let's see, Polly, what do we have happening next? Polly, tell us. Let me hear. Oh my goodness, we're going to have the book battle now. So all the second and third graders, get ready. Get those superpowers from all that reading ready, because you are going to battle it out. And while we are on this together, take some photos of you and your family at home battling. Take some photos of you at your camp as you're preparing to share your knowledge. And make sure when you post, you tag Battle of the Books. So, Anna, do you want to introduce who's up next?
Absolutely. Up next, we will have our one and only Latoya Hopwood from Nova Southeastern's Project Rise, and she is going to be our book battle for the second and third graders.
Right. Please make sure that you mute. Everyone stay on mute. So, Latoya, I will click these slides as you tell everybody how to log in for Kahoot.
Okay, can you hear me, Danielle?
Yes, I can.
All right, everyone, go to kahoot.it, and Danielle is going to put up the game pin for just this book, our second and third graders.
I need you to.
There you go. Okay, you see the pin at the bottom of your screen. It's 05601671. Log on to kahoot.it and let's get started.
If anyone has any questions, you can chat. You can write a question in the Q&A box, or you can go to the chat box and type in your question, and we will try and write you back while the game is going on.
So you'll have 120 seconds to answer the questions. You'll have 120 seconds to answer the questions. Make sure you use your book. The page numbers are on here, okay? Go to the, it's only second and third grade right now. So go to the page number, read it, and then answer the question carefully. It's 12 questions. The quicker you answer the questions, the more points you get, okay?
If you have not read the book, Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library, if you haven't read yet, then don't worry. You don't have to participate in the battle. But if you've already read the book, you went to stayhome.miami and you downloaded your free ebook from the library, or you got a copy of it on your own or through us or through the library, and you read the book and you're ready to battle your reading superpower, then go ahead and log in as a second and third grader. I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong book. The book that we are battling now is for second and third grade, and it's Zoe and Sassafras, Dragons and Marshmallows. So if you read that book, you're logging in right now. If you didn't read that book, then don't worry. Just watch the competition go live, and let's see who will be crowned the next great book warrior. So if you read Zoe and Sassafras, Dragons and Marshmallows, then log in to kahoot.it and put that PIN number 05601671. If you didn't read Zoe and Sassafras yet, don't worry, just have some fun by watching the competition. So I took off the screen with the Kahoot, and now our book battle MC is going to share her Kahoot screen so we can start the competition for second and third graders who read Zoe and Sassafras, Dragons and Marshmallows. All right, Latoya, it's all your screen to get that Kahoot game going.
Can you see my screen, Danielle?
Not yet.
Okay.
Hold on, it may be that I need because you're signed in from two different ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me make sure I give you co-host for both.
Thank
All
you.
right, Latoya, you will have co-host for both now, so you should be able to share your screen now.
Okay. I think people have already started, which is great. You can see my screen, Danielle?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So if you're in second and third grade and you read Zoe and Sassafras, Dragons and Marshmallows, you have logged in now.
They are already logged in, yep. And they're already playing.
Awesome.
I will not be answering any of the questions, so you don't have to pay attention to our screen. Go ahead and just pay attention to yours. I'm glad you like the music, Tamia. Yes, Monte, the 4th and 5th graders will be after this, but right now it's the 2nd and 3rd graders. Again, I don't want to answer the questions for you guys. Oh, good job, Isabella. You're in first place. Let's keep going. Good job, Brielle and Alana. Awesome. Okay, Mila, make sure you click your answer on here, okay? I'll read the question just for some people, just in case. Just in case you want me to. Check. On page 22, Zoe thought this place was boring, but boy, was she wrong. What was that place? So find it on page 22. It was either the zoo, the barn, the museum, or the circus. So go to page 22 and find that answer. Go to page 22. You have 50 more seconds. You can do it. The quicker you click, the more points you get. Twenty more seconds for this question. Okay. Again, I'm not answering, but let's see how that went. All right, Isabella, you're still in there. And Taj, you're coming up. Good job. I am so 31. Let's go. Question 4. Everybody get ready. It's on page 31. So it says, complete this sentence. On page 31, Mom gives Zoe an instant film camera and a... So on page 31, does Mom give Zoe an instant film camera and a pair of new barn shoes? A brand new science journal? A pair of thinking goggles? Or a bag full of snacks? Go find your answer. 85 seconds. All right, next question. YWCA, I see you. I see you. Good job. Question 5. So on page 42, Mom explained that snakes aren't mammals like us. They're actually, so go to page 42 and see what Mom said snakes are. Are they amphibians? Are they reptiles? Are they fish or invertebrates? You can do it. $15 more seconds. Okay, I see Jan and Brielle inching their way up there. Good job. Isabella's still on top. We are halfway through. So on page 53, complete this sentence. Zoe wrote down her conclusion. Dragons love, do they love free time, experiments, worms, or marshmallows? Go to page 53 and find your answer.
see some kiddos there waving their hands.
I know. I'm answering you guys as fast as I can. And it's okay if you get the code right now. Just go ahead and log on. You can still play. It's in challenge mode. Some of you already finished, so good job. And for those of you that's going along with me, that's fine. Take your time. We got this. Okay, so on page 60, why did Marshmallow feel like a block of ice? Because reptiles can't make their own heat, because reptiles are warm-blooded, because Marshmallow is so cute, or because Marshmallow has a cold? Make sure you go to page 60. Read it and then pick your answer. Take your time. You have 90 seconds. You can do it.
All right, Whiz Kids. Got some dancers while we're waiting for answers to come out. IWCA2, everybody's rocking while waiting for the answer to come up.
Get it, Wiz Kids. Y'all like my music? Yeah, I chose that.
All right, Step Up Summer. We want to see where you come up.
Miss Holtz, your kids are so focused. I see them. I see your kids, Miss Zenobia.
All right, all the families and out there in your homes. We can't wait to see how you do if you're in 2nd and 3rd grade on this book battle. Jacob, Liana, Nicholas, Natasha.
10 more seconds.
Who's gonna get this round? Let's see, drum
Okay,
roll.
let's see. All right, Whitney, with the emojis. Good job. All right, here we go. On page 72. What did Zoe need to figure out? So go to page 72 and then answer this question. Whether Marshmallow was allergic to chewing gum, why reptiles loved s'mores, whether Marshmallow was a carnivore, a herbivore, or omnivore, or why reptiles love snuggling with sassafras. You have 90 seconds. Read page 72 and then answer the question.
All right, let's see who's gonna get this answer.
You have 23 more seconds. And somebody is slow dancing. Good job.
Gang Alternative is ready, putting in those answers.
Yeah, I see you guys raising your hand so you can answer the question. Hurry up and get that answer in, GA.
All right, who's it gonna be?
Okay, Whitney's still on the top, but Jan's coming. Good job.
All right, Isabella, Amanda, Toya, Jan.
All right, complete this sentence. On page 80, Mom said magical creatures are in need of a lot of care. They're much tougher than you think. They are dragons and marshmallows, or they need hugs and love too. So I see all of you have your books. Open up to page 80, find that answer, and then hold it up. Go to page 80, everyone. Only 3 more questions to go. Let's see who's going to be the winner. Get it, GA. I see you dancing. Okay. Jonathan, your kids are dancing too. I see you, YWCA. All right, 8 more seconds. Close my eyes. Ooh, Jordana, you coming on up, girl. Good job. Okay, Whitney's still on the top. We only have 10, 11, and 12, and then that's it. So on page 82 and 83, Mom was proud. She was so proud of Zoe because Zoe did what? Did Zoe keep trying? She was proud of her because she hugged Mom real tight. She fed Marshmallow leafy spinach, or was Mom proud of Zoe because she gave up too easily? Go to page 82 and 83 and find your answer. Get it, Wiz Kids. Get it. You have a lot of energy. I love it.
All right, Kayla and Layla, Leslie, Shelby.
I see you, GA.
Come on, Tamia. Whitney, let's see what they're gonna be crowned the next Great Book Warrior.
Get it.
William.
17 more seconds. And then we have 2 more questions after this, and that is it. This battle will be over. So let's see who won the Zoe and Sassafras with 2 more questions left. Okay, Whitney is holding that, but Ariana is coming out of nowhere. Okay, Ariana. Let's see. Second to last question. On page 86, Zoe faces a big problem. What was the problem? So go to page 86. And let's see what was the problem. Marshmallow isn't meant to live in a barn. He is meant to be free. Marshmallow ate too much fish. Marshmallow could no longer fit in the house, or Marshmallow became sick again. So go on page 86 and find your answer.
All right, for all the kiddos that are hanging on and waiting for their time, after our 2nd and 3rd grade book battle, we are going to have bonus questions for prizes. We're going to have more special guests, performers. We're going to have a read aloud and demonstration with some moon sand. So make sure you stay tuned. Right after this battle, we'll have some other exciting events for you.
"35 more seconds, and then our last question. That's it." I love the slow dancing, GA. You guys look great.
Valentina, Carly, Dana.
Hey, GA. I see you.
We're happy to have all those kiddos at home too.
Yes, I see you guys at home.
Who's it gonna
All
be?
right. Who's it gonna be? Myra. Okay, you're coming up from the top. All right, Myra. Last question, everybody. I still see you, Whitney, Ariana, and Jordana. Here we go. Last question. Page 91. On page 91, both dragons went into the forest very happy. They munched on delicious leaves, decided to stay with Zoe and Sassafras, or they hugged Mom and then flew away. You have 100 seconds. Go to page 91 and find your answer.
Also, Latoya, I saw on the rankings there that we had so actually Sylvia School.
You saw we had what, Anna?
One of the team names was Barometer. That's actually
Yes.
Sylvia School, okay?
Which school was that?
It's Sylvia School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're creeping up there.
Not creeping up there, Anna. All right. They are definitely coming.
All right, is this the last question?
This is it.
Who's going to come in as our great book warrior? 30 seconds, we will know the answer.
30 seconds. You can do it. Find your answer, click on the answer, and you got this. Second and third grade, you can do it. That's it. They, of course, went into the forest happy. So, yay! Okay, our winner. We have Myra, you came in first place. Then we have, I'm so sorry if I'm not saying your name correctly, but Zeke, you came in second place. And Whitney, you came in third place. I, of course, was last because I did not click anything. Good job, everyone.
All right, so Mara from Maranatha School, thank you. Okay, we're recording that so we make sure that we reach out to you about your awesome fries, a pizza party.
Yay, Myra.
So, all right, so our second, third grade great book warrior is Mara. Congrats.
All right. Good job.
All right.
Good job. Okay.
So, boys and girls, we've got some fun remaining activities for you. You like my new getup? I've got my sparkly hat and my soft boa. So for our next activity, and before we do that, make sure you're taking some photos at home of you and your family, or at camp, or here on the screen with us. And make sure if you post those, you use the hashtag Battle of the Books. And you can also send those to social media at thechildrenstrust.org. If you have any great photos and you want to be famous, send those photos to social media at thechildrenstrust.org and make sure to tag Battle of the Books. All right, next up, we have Amari and Jesse. They're from Miami-Dade College. They're both studying to be teachers, which we definitely need amazing teachers in this world that we live in. And so they both are part of the School of Education from Miami-Dade College, and they're part of the Florida Future Educators of America. And so we're going to turn over the screen to them so that they can share a read aloud and demonstration with you. Hit it, Amari and Jesse.
Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Jesse. Today I will be reading to you a book that I enjoyed. It's titled, If You Would Ever Want to Bring a Piano to the Beach, Don't. Okay, but before I get into that book, let me ask you guys, I want to know, what are some of your favorite books? Feel free to put them in the comments, share them. That way you guys can give some inspiration to your peers about some summer reading projects. Besides that, I also want to have you guys think about the last time you went out with your parents and you guys were going to take a toy and your parents told you, no, maybe you shouldn't bring that toy. Just have that in your mind, okay? And here we go. So this story, I enjoyed it very much. Here it goes. I'm going to do the best I can with the pictures, okay? If you ever wanted to bring a piano to the beach, don't.
Jesse, 1 second. I wanted to tell all of our viewers, if you want to see Jesse and his book up close, then all you have to do is go to the top of your screen and there is a gallery view. Click that gallery view. Actually, click the speaker view. And if you click the speaker view and you click on Jesse, you'll be able to see him all over your screen and you'll be able to see the book nice and close. So go up to the top right of your screen and click speaker view and click on Jesse. Okay, Jesse, take it away. Sorry.
That's all right. So actually, I want to give you guys, let me ask you guys about this vocabulary word. So appropriate, right? Do any of you guys know what appropriate means? So I looked it up, and what it says is suitable or fitting to a particular purpose, okay? So that's your vocabulary word. Just keep it in mind, okay? So here we go. This is the book, If You Ever Wanted to Bring a Piano to the Beach, Don't, by Elsie Parsley. And it goes like this. If your mom says to get ready to play at the beach, she means with a boat, a frisbee, or a shovel. She is not talking about the piano. There's the mom, the toys, piano. If you roll out the piano anyway, she'll tell you, you'd better not lose it. You'll tell her, that's okay. You will hold on tight to your piano and keep it neat and clean, and you'll even promise to push it to the beach yourself. Cross your heart. But on the way, your arms will get heavy, then your legs will get draggy, so you'll find the perfect way to move the piano along. And then finally, she puts the piano on the wagon, letting her mom do all the hard work. When you feel rested again, you will push again. The mom makes her push the piano, because the mom, she knows what's going on. Once you're at the beach, you'll need to make sure the piano still works. This is probably my favorite part because it's probably going to be the most fun making sure your piano works at the beach, because your brother and sister will be dancing, you'll get to play music. I think that'll be exciting. You'll finally stop for a lunch break. Then the seagulls will want to share your egg and cheese sandwich. And they're having their snacks. at the beach. That's always nice. Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys see this, but all the seagulls are ruining her piano with all the stuff that seagulls do, scratching it. Looks like there's a little bit of poop on there and some dirt and sand. Uh-oh. This, you know, is not good for the piano, but you'll know just what to do. Bath time as she pushes the piano down the pier. This can't end well. You'll split, you'll splish, you'll splash. The piano will bob up and down, then up and away. So there's the piano floating away. Uh-oh, that was a bad idea.
Daddy.
And soon it'll be out of reach. Wait.
Dad, I can't use it now.
I know, baby. By now, of course, you'll wish you had played with a boat, a frisbee, or a shovel at the beach instead of the piano. By now, you'll wish you had played with your babysitter instead of the piano. You'll be so mad, you'll want to just go home. Well, here's what I would do if I were you. So she's about to give you guys some good advice. Borrow your brother's fishing line and cast it far, far out to catch your drifting piano. Then, when you reel the line in, you might get your piano back. Or you might just get a boat, a frisbee, or a shovel. So she found a seashell and she could use it as a boat, a frisbee, or a shovel.
Wow, creative.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you ever want to bring a piano to the beach, don't. You might lose it. But you never know what you might find. So, you know, that's a good thing. So she found something useful at the beach that was useful, which is excellent. So that's the end of the story. But in conclusion, you know, I want you guys to be mindful of the situation that you're in. Be mindful of the situation you're in. Listen carefully to the advice that your parents give you. And when you learn something that's positive, be sure to share it with your friends and neighbors. All right, so now my partner in crime, Amari, will do an activity with you guys. Have fun.
Thank you, Jesse. That was awesome. What a funny book. All right, Amari, you're up. And if everyone wants to change their speaker view to make sure they can see Amari.
All right. Hi, everyone. Actually, I wanted to share my favorite book. I'm currently reading The Eyes of the Dragon by Stephen King. It's about an evil magician who goes to the kingdom of Delaine, and some shenanigans happen and some really cool stuff with kings and dragons and magic happens. So for this activity, it's called Fun in the Sand. Okay, so some things you'll need are aluminum foil, ruler, tape, scissors, and some crayons and markers. These are for some of the campers who might not have the moon sand. So I'll wait for everyone to gather their stuff. I'm going to try to read the chat as well.
So if you're at home, take a minute and go into your kitchen and see if you can find some aluminum foil.
Mm-hmm.
And a ruler or something that acts like a straight edge.
You can use a book as well. Oh no.
Great idea. Use your book.
You can use your books.
Get your scissors out, get your markers. Get
If
some
you don't
tape.
have aluminum foil, you can use paper as well.
Comments coming through on the chat. It looks like people are a little confused or they're not sure if they have the materials available. Do you have any advice for those kiddos who can't find the materials or aren't sure what's coming?
Well, if they don't have aluminum foil, they can use paper instead. you're just going to be cutting and assembling some shapes so that you can either use it with the moon sand or you can actually use it as an outline to draw circles or squares or rectangles and triangles.
And some of you have sand, moon sand, so you can use that. And if you don't have any of these materials and you just want to watch and see what we're doing, that is totally cool too. You can just watch and have fun. Maybe write down some of the stuff we're doing and try it later with someone at home.
Exactly. You can use your hands as a circle shape. You can make a square shape with your hand. You can make a triangle. That's totally fine. I just want to know when everyone has their materials ready to keep going.
All right, we got some good responses in the chat. So let's go ahead and move forward, Amari. And families can follow along, camps can follow along, either participate or try it later.
All right, so what you're going to do is you're either going to roll out your aluminum foil or use your paper, and you're going to use the ruler and cut off any excess aluminum foil or any excess paper that you might have. So then you'll fold the ruler into the aluminum foil or using paper. If I'm going too fast, please stop me. So you're going to create a crease from the ruler if you're using aluminum foil. And with that, you're going to cut along the line of the crease, and it should look like the picture on the right. So by then, you're going to use the strip of aluminum foil that you used, and you're going to fold in the edges for the top half of the aluminum foil as well as the bottom. So it'll look like the picture that's on all the way to the right. So you're going to shape the aluminum foil into a circle, and for the tape, you're going to wrap it around the circle so that it doesn't lose its shape. So just a warning, aluminum foil, if you press it down too hard, it's going to fall apart. So what you can do is draw a beach ball, or you can draw watermelons, or you could use it on the moon sand, and you can create circles on it. So we're going to also repeat the same steps from 1 through 4, where you're going to create the creases with your rulers, but this time you're going to have 2 strips. So then you're going to create a rectangle, and you can use the ruler. You can use the ruler to create the edges so that it doesn't lose its shape, along with the tape as well. And then with that, you can draw beach blankets. You can draw big beach chairs and lounge chairs. So we're going to again cut another strip of aluminum foil. We're going to fold the edges in as well. And you're going to create a triangle, and you can use the ruler to create those nice edges. And then from the triangle, you can create beach umbrellas, you can create ice cream cones, and that's it. Congratulations. Show us the shapes that you've created by using the hashtag that Daniela has been saying, and take lots of pictures of what you guys have created.
All right, thank you, Amari. So if you have your moon sand, you can use your moon sand from the beach and make some of those fun activities. And if you have paper and foil, you can try some of those activities at home. Thank you, Jessie, for that awesome book reading. And so now we've got something exciting. Everyone keeps asking, what are the prizes? What are the prizes? What are the prizes? So we know that Mara is going to be having a pizza party with her camp. And so now we have some bonus questions that you can win some goodie bags. So we're going to throw it over to Miss Countess from the National Black Child Development Institute, the Miami chapter, and she's going to show you how you can win some goodie bags. All right, Miss Countess.
Hello, everyone. How you doing this morning? Can you hear me? Everyone hear me?
Yes.
So good morning. Now, we have an exciting opportunity right now. it is time for the bonus question and your chance to win a goodie bag. Okay, so listen closely to the question. Type your answer in the chat box. You will have 15 seconds. A winner will be chosen and announced. So get ready to type your answer in the chat box. Now, for kindergarten and first grade, you read Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Your question is, listen carefully. Pete the Cat's buttons were A, groovy, B, too big, C, too small. You have 15 seconds. Type your answer in the chat box.
We already got an answer, Miss Countess. That was quick. We're having them fly through.
Okay. So are we ready to go to the next group? Or are we going to announce the winner for K in first grade?
Do we want to go ahead and announce it now, or do we want to wait till the end of this round of questions?
Okay, well, let's go.
Let's go.
Third grade, your book you read was Zoe Sassafras, Dragons and Marshmallows. Now, listen for the question. The question is, on page 28, Zoe thought the barn felt A, magical, B, like a jungle, C, cold as ice. Do we have a winner yet? Type your answer in the chat box.
Anna, do we have a winner for second and third grade bonus question?
Oh my gosh, so many people got the answer right. Good job, you guys.
Sorry. Yeah, there's a flood of responses.
I know, we have to see who put it first.
Yeah, so I have to
Good job.
scroll through. So I'll scroll through and we can announce after the 4th and 5th grade question is given.
Okay, so let's move to the 4th and 5th grade. Now, the book you guys read was Escape from Mr. Limoncello's Library. On page 126, whose voice did Andrew Peckelman hear? A, the Limoncello dummy, B, Miguel, C, Charles. Write your answer in the chat box.
You guys are lightning fast. Wow.
So while the winners are being tallied and we figure out who's going to win our bonus questions and our goodie bags, let's see, what do we have up next? Next, we have some performers from around Miami-Dade. So I don't know, boys and girls, if you or families out there, I don't know if you've heard of Young Talent Big Dreams, but this is a competition that happens every year with children all around Miami-Dade that share their incredible talents, all kinds of stuff, spoken word, dance, different forms of choreography, instruments. We saw Sam earlier perform on his xylophone. So up next, we'll have some performers from Young Talent Big Dreams. We'll still have some opportunities to win some more goodie bags with bonus questions, and then we'll have the 4th and 5th grade battle. So do we have some winners for our kindergarten and first grade bonus question? Anna Latoya, do you want to wait until the end?
Yeah, let's wait. Let me go through the chat and see who got the questions right first. And then I'll let you know who the winners are. Thank you, Countess. You did a great job.
Yes, Countess, thank you. All right, up next, let's see what performers want to share with you.
And change you so that you can inspire and change the world around you. So good luck.
I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. It's me, look out, 'cause here I come.
Reading for me has become an experience in which, ever since I was little, I would read and it would help me with my imagination and recreate new ideas that I never thought I knew. I expanded my vocabulary and I could write songs and I could write poems. And it was really pretty to just act it out. At a very young age, I've been acting, and then
Oh no, our internet died.
it has helped me express myself. It has helped me understand other people's point of view and put myself in their place. So I wish you the best and good luck.
And fellow competitors from the City of Miami Fire Rescue, Kim Miller, and this is Sparky, our dog. And we're here to talk to you today about reading and how important it is for exercising the mind and promoting the dreams. My favorite book here today is Stop, Drop, and Roll. And Sparky has his own book over here, Sparky the dog. And we're here to wish you guys the best of luck, the best of wishes, and hope to see who the winner is soon.
Hey, Summer Book Battle teams and families. I heard everybody's reading this stuff. That's so great to hear. I actually love reading myself. My favorite book series is actually the Better Nate Than Ever series, a tale about this kid named Nathan Foster trying to make it big in New York City and Broadway. I took my two passions, reading and helping other people, and I decided to try to create a traveling library. Look at all these books that we've collected from donors. Thank you guys so much. Keep reading, guys, and I want to instill your passion for reading in others. I can't wait to see who the next great big book warrior is. Have a great summer.
I chose the book A Dog's Purpose by Bruce Cameron. Reading is something I enjoy a lot because it helps me learn many things and helps me imagine things that I wouldn't be able to in the real world. Good luck on your book battle competition.
Hello, Book Battle teams and families. My name is Brandon Cruz, and I'm the director of the South Florida Center for Percussive Arts. And I invite you to drum along with me. So tap on the table, drum on your legs, clap your hands, whatever you want to do. But I know you can drum because drumming is universal. Here we go. I'm not a drummer, I can't drum. Well, you have the chance to do anything you want, and I wanted to connect that to this story, The Dot by Peter Reynolds. In it, a student named Vashti thinks that she can't draw, and her art teacher encourages her to try anything. So she draws a dot on a piece of paper. And from that dot, she gets inspired to draw a whole assortment of dots and becomes a fantastic artist. Well, just like in that story, you can drum. Anyone can drum. So I encourage you, whether it is drawing or drumming or anything that sparks your passion, you have to give it a shot so that you can become really good at it. All right? Good luck and keep reading.
All right. So let's see, what do we have up next? Oh my goodness. Boys and girls, it is the time that we've all been waiting for. It is the Battle of the Books for 4th and 5th grade. So if you are in 4th and 5th grade and you have read Mr. Lemoncello's Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library, this is your opportunity to compete in the battle. So go ahead and open up Kahoot.it. You can take another device, your phone, another computer, or the same device that we're on right now, and go ahead and type in Kahoot.it and type in that pin 01783668. Kahoot.it. Go to that game pin and type in 01783668. Once you've typed that in, you'll be able to put your name or your camp name, and then we'll start the battle for Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library for the 4th and 5th graders. Let's see who's going to win a pizza party. We've got families at home participating. We've got kids in camp participating. Go ahead and log in, Kahoot.it. Put in your PIN 01783668. And we will get started in just a minute.
Also, just as an FYI, I've put the pin in the chat. All right, so if anyone needs to scroll back, the pin is in the chat.
Perfect. And we just want to remind you that prizes today, every single child that attends today and that reads our books that we've put out for you and doesn't let the summer splash away their knowledge and uses reading as a superpower is going to receive a voucher so that you can go to a Miami Hurricanes athletic event. So maybe you'll be able to go to women's basketball or maybe the football game or a baseball game. We saw earlier, we had the Miami Hurricanes offensive coach for Miami Hurricanes football team was telling you all about his reading and his kids' reading. So you'll be able to join them on the court or on the field for a game. And we also are giving out goodie bags today for winners of the bonus questions. We've already had one round of bonus questions. We have another one coming up, so make sure to keep your ears open. And we have pizza parties for our Battle of the Books winner. So make sure that you are logged in to Kahoot.it and that you put in your PIN 01783668. If you read Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library, you are ready for the battle. And if you didn't read it, watch along and we'll have some fun together before we announce our winners. All right, Miss Latoya, our queen of Battle of the Books.
Okay, let's do this. Can you see my screen, Danielle?
Yes.
Okay.
Working.
So we have the people that have joined. Let me put in my name. All right, you guys, this one is going to go so much faster. 30 seconds. That's all you get. So I'm going to read it to you. You don't have to read along with me. And then we're going to see who the winner is, okay? Go to that page number, find the answer. You get 30 seconds. I hope you guys are ready. Here we go. On page 2, the Keeley's brothers' mom suggested they play a board game because she thought they may have been too active, bored, stuffed from a huge dinner, or a little too lazy this summer. Let's go to the next one. Good job, Monte. Okay. I'm not going to be answering the questions right. Next one for 30 seconds. Here we go. On page 8, Dr. Zinchenko paused to stare at the library's most stunning visual effect. What was she staring at? 30 seconds. 10 more seconds. Okay. I didn't get mine right. All right, Monte, you're still in the lead. Good job, Ethan and Joshua. Miguel from ARC and Noelle, good job. Let's go. On page 29, Cal crafted a killer thesis sentence that compared what? Thirteen more seconds. Five more seconds. His favorite games. Okay. All right, Dan and Joshua Reed, good job. Question 4. Remember, I'm only giving you 30 seconds. You can do this, 4th and 5th graders. On page 63, the new library card will grant access to all rooms except the Master Control Center and what other room? 15 seconds. All right, Joshua Reed, I see you coming up there. On page 102, Charles was reminded of what? 30 seconds. Thanks, Anna. Anna said these are great questions. You have 5 more seconds. All right. I see you, GA. Good job. And Mr. Stretch, you're coming up there. We're halfway through. On page 137, Peter Paul Peckelman claimed Charles can escape the library by doing what? You have 10 more seconds. And that was, of course, piecing together the picture puzzle. So, all right. Good job. Here we go. Question 7. On page 146, who said, outside of a dog, a book is a man's best friend. Inside of a dog, it's too dark to read. 30 seconds. 15 more seconds. That, of course, was Mr. Marks. Okay. Monte, good job. Let's see. On page 155, Kyle played on a hunch by asking for his what? You get 30 seconds. Come on, 4th and 5th graders. Five more seconds. All right, Thomas Armour Youth Ballet. I see you guys are on the top. Finish this question on page 176. Two mannequins turned into Seppa-stoned version of Haley's what? 30 seconds. Yes, the anticipation is building, Anna.
And it's okay if you don't have the page numbers, if you're just using your superpower of your brain, if you don't have the page numbers because you use the ebook, that's totally cool. You got this.
5 more seconds. Oh, resource room. Okay. All right, Miss Ebony, y'all must be holding it down there. And I see you guys, GA. Good job. All right, and Chris Bulls. All right. On page 225, when talking to Haley, Kyle makes a good point about playing games. What did Kyle say? 30 seconds. Ten more seconds. Oh, let's see. Win or lose, we're having a blast. That's what counts. See. All right, resource room and Mr. Stretch, GA Alicia from Thomas Armour, and A for L. That's Arts for Learning. I see you, Doc. Your kid's coming. Okay, on page 283, Mr. Limoncello told the players to hurry because 30 seconds. All right, Arts for Learning. I see you guys coming up there. Ten more seconds. Of course, Mr. Limoncello did not want to be late for his birthday party. Let's see. All right, resource room. This is the last question. Are you guys ready? Let's see who's going to win the 4th and 5th grade book battle. Last question on page 287. Who ingeniously said, "This library is like a good book. You just got to check it out"? $15 more seconds, you guys. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Miguel said that, and let's see. Resource room. All right, Miss Ebony. You guys won. Good job.
Yay! Nice work. All those campers and families out there, congrats. We got pizza.
Congrats, resource room. Congrats.
Nice
okay,
work.
Let me.
You all.
Yes,
really
nice work.
While reading.
And here was our. Can you see my my podium, Anna?
Yes.
It says Mara for the grades 2 and 3.
We can see it.
Okay, good. And so let me pull up the other one so I can show your podium. Good job.
Oh, I gotta get a picture of these podiums. Reading superpowers.
That's right. So let's view our podium.
All right, congratulations.
Why is it? Nope, sorry, that was me. I apologize. Sorry, hold on. Let me make sure I pull up the right one.
All right, next up, we're going to have a bonus question, so make sure you're ready. Kindergarten and first grade who read Pete the Cat and his 4 Groovy Buttons, you'll have a bonus question. And second and third graders who read Zoe and Sassafras, you'll have a bonus question. And fourth and fifth graders who read Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's library, you'll have a bonus question and a chance to win a goodie bag.
Yeah.
Miss Latoya, queen of the Battle of the Books.
Woo!
So if you unshare your screen, there we go.
I did.
All right. So right now, all the families at home, all the camps, go up to your top right to your speaker view and click speaker view. And Michelle from Miami-Dade County Public School System, Miss Michelle is going to share some bonus questions. So get ready to write your answer in the chat box. Michelle, take it away.
Right. Thank you, Danielle. Good morning, everyone. We have another exciting opportunity now. It's bonus question time. So you could possibly win a little goodie bag, all right? So we have a question, a bonus question for each of the grade level groups. I'm gonna start with KN1. So you need to listen closely. The question won't be on the screen. You're just gonna listen to me and then write your answer in the chat, okay? A winner will be chosen and announced. Latoya will announce it at the end. All right, so KN1, are you ready? Woo! All right, KN1, you guys read Pete the Cat. All right, so ready for the question? Pete the Cat sang a song about his, was it A, his friends, B, his buttons, or C, ice cream? Go ahead and write your answer in the chat. And I see the answers coming in. All right, so lots of answers. Like we said, Latoya will announce the winner and ask the
Yes,
question.
actually, GA got that, Michelle.
Woohoo!
GA got that. They were ready. Good job, GA.
Good job, guys. Is second and third grade ready? Are you ready, guys? Listen closely. All right, so you guys read Zoe, Sassafras, Dragons, and Marshmallows. Ready? This one, you guys are gonna have to type in the answer. It's not a multiple choice. You have to type in the answer. It says, name the author who wrote Zoe, Sassafras, Dragons, and Marshmallows.
First and last name, please. Okay, Isabella.
Woohoo, Isabella. Good job. All right. Are the fourth and fifth graders ready for this bonus question? All right, fourth and fifth graders, get ready. You guys read Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's library, all right? So you're actually gonna look in your book on page 49. So go ahead and look on page 49. Why did Miss Dally shove a napkin bacon-wrapped shrimp in her purse? All right, so answer A is to start a circus. B, with an exception, food and drinks are not permitted in the library. Or C, to skydive with another time.
B, it looks like GA got it. Good job, GA.
Good job, guys. Woohoo! All right, so congratulations to the 3 winners, and you'll be receiving your goodie bag. I'm gonna turn it back now to Danielle and Anna to continue, all right, guys? Catch you at the end.
All right, thank you, Michelle. That was awesome. We've got more winners, pizza parties and goodie bags. And remember, all of you that are making sure to use reading as a superpower this summer and not let the summer splash away all your knowledge are going to receive a voucher to attend a Miami Hurricanes game. It could be a basketball game on the court. It could be a football game, a baseball game. And so make sure that you're continuing to read. If you didn't get a chance because your summer's been so busy and you haven't had a chance to read the books, you still have all summer long to read. Pete the Cat, Zoe and Sassafras. And did you all notice how many favorite books were shared today? So many kids from our community share their favorite books. So make sure to get your library e-card, which if you go to stayhome.miami, you can do it right there, log in and get your library e-card. And guess what? The libraries have a curbside pickup. So you could go on right there, ask for the books that you want, and you could pick those books right up at the library. They'll be waiting for you. Or you could use our ebook and just download it right there off of stayhome.miami. So make sure if you haven't had a chance to read those books, you go on after this and you read those books. They are awesome. We've selected them just for you. All right. Let's move to Miss Susie from Liberty City Reads Fest. And we are going to share with you a slide. Give us 1 second to share this screen with you. And Miss Susie can talk to you all about some really cool opportunities, and Miss Michelle, that are coming up this summer, or happening right now. Okay, Miss Michelle, did you want to share what's happening with Miami-Dade County Public School System? A challenge this summer?
Let me unmute myself.
Okay, sorry.
All right, hi guys again. All right, so all of you students in K through 8th grade that attend Miami-Dade County Public Schools, you already know about Mion, how you get into Mion through your portals. Well, we are having a summer reading challenge. So there's a lot of prizes that are gonna be awarded. There's the top 10 Mion readers, and the prizes are Apple iPads. So you'll get a prize for the student with the most time spent reading, a score of at least 70% of the books that have a quiz, and on demonstrating your Lexile level growth. That means moving that Lexile level from one grade to another. So continue reading on Mion. You guys know how to get on. You get on into your portal, and you click on that little Mion icon. You can also win a gift card. So you're gonna get paid to read. All right.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. That's pretty exciting. There's so many different prizes that you could win just by using your superpower of reading. You've got iPad prizes, gift certificate prizes. So make sure that you participate in this Mion Summer Reading Challenge by using your portal. Okay, Miss Susie from Liberty City Reads Fest, talk to us.
Good morning, everyone. How exciting it is to see all of you this morning and winning and competing. Just want to say thank you all for joining. To all the camps that are here. We have Liberty City Reads Festival that's coming up. We have the beautiful Mahogany L. Brown. If you don't know her, look her up. Powerful poet that's bringing her voice and her presence to the Liberty Reads Festival. You can register, camps can register, and families can register by visiting libertycityreads.com. Again, libertycityreads.com. And we'll be delivering books to camps as well that showcase brown and black beautiful characters. If you are interested, send us an email at libertycityreadsfest@gmail.com so that we can impact your library and make it more diversified and beautiful as ever this summer. Thank you all for having me. Take care.
All right, thank you, Miss Susie. And you all had an opportunity to meet Miss Susie's son, EJ, and you saw that the book that they actually wrote together. Is it EJ's Road Trip?
EJ's exciting road trip. Please support him on his journey. He's doing great things. He's writing a new book called Astronaut Boys, to empower young boys to live their best life. And if you're not a fan of STEM, you can use your imagination to create things and do so many things. So thank you for that.
So that shows you, boys and girls, that if you have a really cool idea that you want to write, put it down on paper, draw those pictures, and you can produce a book of your own. So remember, if you're taking any photos today, make sure that you post them and tag Battle of the Books, and send some of those photos over to social media at the Children's Trust Board. All right, so a couple other opportunities to make sure this summer that your brain stays active and you use those superpowers. You can go to our public library and you can participate in their reading challenge with lots of prizes and opportunities. That's going on all the way until August 8th. So you have some websites there at the bottom that you can write down. Also, if you want to work on tutoring, we need to mute. Whoever has, if you just go ahead and mute, thank you. So you can also get free tutoring on any subject. And so you definitely want to check out the library and all the resources that it has. I'm sorry, Anna. Was there anything you wanted to add there, Anna?
Are you talking to me or the other
Yes,
Anna?
sorry.
No, that's pretty much covering it. I think you touched on everything for the library.
All right, so do you remember earlier today, we had one of our guests that joined us was Khalil Chubby, and he's a senior at Coral Reef Senior High, and he has taken his two passions. He showed you the boxes of all those books that he's gotten donated and collected. And so he took two passions, his love of reading and his love of his community, and he put those two things together and he created a traveling library. So he wants to bring books to you at your house, at your camp. So here's what you have to do. You sign up, which I'm going to put this login right down here. I'm going to put that in the chat so you all have it. And you're going to use the form on there, sign up, choose your book that you want to read. They will sanitize the book. He's got a whole network of all his friends that are driving the books all over Miami. They'll deliver the book to you. You read your book, and then you go back on and you say, okay, I'm ready. Pick up the book and bring me this next one. And they will come by, pick up the book, and bring you the next sanitized book. So you can contact him at travelinglibrarymiami@gmail.com, and I'll put the link in the chat. And then I mentioned this earlier, if you are someone that has an incredible passion and talent for any of these categories, vocal, pop, rock, rap, musical theater, jazz, classical, dance, musical instruments, like we saw Maziel, she sang to you earlier, and Moana played the piano for you earlier, and Sam played his instrument earlier. Maybe you write your own spoken word. You definitely want to get involved with the Young Talent Big Dreams. There's group categories, individual categories, so make sure to go to stayhome.miami and you can get everything you need to know for the Young Talent Big Dreams competition. And so now we just like to quickly announce, Anna and Latoya, if you have our bonus question winners, so we can announce who they are, get their names, so we can send them those goodie bags.
Yeah, so let's give a round of applause for our first group of bonus question winners. Woo!
Let's hear it.
So we have for the first Pete the Cat question, the winning team is Wiz Kid for Hope. It was from Hope for Miami. So
All right.
Yeah, nice work. You guys rolled that answer in quickly. And then our second winner from that first bonus question was YWCA of South Florida. So that was for the Zoe and Sassafras book. Nice work. And our third winner from that first bonus question is Stephen Berkowitz.
All right, Stephen.
Yes, so that was for Mr. Limoncello. Nice work. And then I think Miss Latoya, you announced as we were going, but I'll go ahead and just shout out those names one more time. For the second bonus question, we had GANMCN, I think it was, for
Yeah.
Pete the Cat. You guys won that Pete the Cat. Woohoo! And then we had Isabella.
Yeah,
for
she
Zoe
did.
Sassafras.
All right, Isabella.
And GA again, taking the crown for Mr. Limoncello. Nice job, everybody, playing those bonus questions.
All right. Wow, what an amazing time that we have had together. Thank you all to the camps that participated and prepared, to the families at home that read your books and went to Stay Home Miami, figured out all the different ways to download all the activities. We thank all of our partners, the Miami-Dade Family Learning Partnership, National Black Child Development Institute, Liberty City Reads Best, FIU, their Center for Children and Family, Reading Explorers, Project Rise, and Nova Southeastern University. We thank all of the camps, Miami-Dade College, School of Education, our Florida Future Educators of America, so important. We encourage you, if you have any photos, please, please, please send those to social media at thechildrenstrust.org. And you can also post them and put Battle of the Books. If you're a winner, we will be sending an email to all of the families that registered and all the camps that registered for today. We'll be sending an email to you on how to get and redeem your voucher for Miami Hurricanes athletic event. If you are registered on Eventbrite, and maybe you didn't register on Eventbrite and you snuck in today, woo! Make sure you go into the chat and type your name and your email address so we make sure we get that information to you if you didn't register on Eventbrite. That's what we're gonna
Right.
And the camps, we have your contacts, so we'll be able to contact you. We have our names and our camps for our goodie bag. So thank you all for participating. To my fellow hosts and co-hosts, is there anything else that we're missing?
No, Danielle. But if you want me to share the podium again, I can, just so we can all be clear on the two winners for the 2nd, 3rd grade and our 4th and 5th grade.
Okay, we'll show that up right at the end. We'll put that on our screen as people log off. The Children's Trust is such a wonderful partner in all of this, and our Miami-Dade grade level reading campaign is our collaborative. All the partners come together and we've made this happen for you today. So make sure to go back to stayhome.miami and we'll post the video of this entire battle on that site so you can go back and just revel in the glory of being the winner and being crowned the next great book warrior. So Latoya, if you want to put those screens up again, and then what we'll do is we'll play our video again of all of our special guests that sent in messages. So everybody can watch the video again if you want to see some of the performers again.
There are 4th and 5th grade winners.
Woohoo!
All right, Thomas Armour Youth Ballet.
Woo!
You guys did that very quick. They didn't follow along with me. They did it. And our 2nd and 3rd grade. I believe we saw that one already, but let's look at it. Of course, Miss Myra. Congratulations.
All right.
Wonderful. Nice job, everybody.
And if your name or your camp is not on that podium, you have won the best prize of all. You have won the prize of having knowledge and making your brain grow like a strong muscle that it is. So good for you. And the number one thing, keep reading and build those superpowers. We thank you for your time today. Have a wonderful rest of your week. If you'd like to stay logged on, I'm going to play our video again so you can enjoy it, and have a great rest of the week.
Oh, just play Lee. Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Here is our video. Thank you all.
Hello,
Summer Book Battle Teams and Families. I'm Jim Hodge, the President and CEO of the Children's Trust. As you can see here, we have a lot of books. The Trust supports literacy in this community. The Trust supports reading amongst our children and youth. I personally have been very blessed with a family who encouraged me to read, and I went from having to read to loving to read. This is one of my favorite books. One, because it's about the founder of the Children's Trust, Mr. Dave Lawrence Jr., who started the Trust. So not only learn about starting the Trust, but his life and his history. I encourage you to continue reading, and I truly, truly look forward and cannot wait to see who earns the title of Summer Book Battle Champion.
I love reading. Reading provides me an escape. When you're an athlete, you spend a lot of time thinking about plays, thinking about the competition, about what you did correctly, what you did wrong. But when you sit down with a good book, it allows you to just release. It allows you to dream. It allows you to escape. And just for a moment, you can dream big and kind of step out of body. And so I love reading because it provides a tremendous escape for someone like me, someone like you, who probably has a lot going on. And so that's my love. I love reading. Good luck on the book battle competition. I wish you the best of luck.
This is a robot I designed. I started designing for the 2019-2020 UX Worlds competition. My love for STEM all started with my love for reading. Reading books such as The Martian showed me how intriguing and practical engineering can be. This is why I started all these STEM activities. Good luck on your competition. Have fun.
Hello, MBGLR Summer Book Battle Teams and Families. My name is Edwin Bonilla Jr., and this is my mom, Susie Guillaume. Hi. My talent is I love to play sports. I can play basketball, soccer, baseball, and football. That is dope. And my favorite sport is actually basketball.
Woo! How many basketball players do we have out there? I know there's a lot. So now we're going to share our connection to reading and why we love reading, and we're going to share some of our favorite books. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. One of my favorite books is Minecraft. It tells you how to play Minecraft the game. It tells you how to craft stuff, and it tells you how to become better at the game. And it tells you what's better to use in the game.
I love Minecraft.
It's my favorite game.
Awesomeness. So one of my favorite books is called Happy to Be Nappy. This is one of my favorite books because it showcases my different hairstyles with my hair texture. A halo, a crown. It can be smooth and patted down, pull tight, cut close, or just let go, just like mine. And I love it. The authors here are Bill Hooks, Chris Ruska. Should definitely check it out at your local library.
My next favorite book is Black Panther. It's about a panther that's black, and he's the leader of Wakanda, and he defeats evil that try to take over Wakanda. I don't know how many guys watched the movie, but Michael B. Jordan was in there, and he was trying to take over to be the leader of Wakanda. But Black Panther, he defeated him, and now he's leader of Wakanda.
That's it. It was over. How does it go?
And it goes like this. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Do it with us.
Wakanda forever.
And my last favorite book here is EJ's Exciting Road Trip.
It's our book, and it's made by me, Edwin Bonilla Jr., and Susie Guillaume, which is my mom.
Yes, and this was all a dream. Edwin had an idea when he was 4 that he wanted to visit the White House, and we turned it into a book.
Before we close out, we have something special for you guys.
Don't move.
We came up with our own handshake for the book battle. It's called the Book Battle Handshake. And we're going to show you how it goes.
Okay, let's go. Yeah! So let's try it one more time.
Do fist bump.
Open we're reading a book. And then
hit them folks.
Hit them folks. All right. So guys, thank with us. Take care.
Hello, Summer Book Battle teams. I'm offensive coordinator Rhett Lashley of the Miami Hurricanes. I'm here with my 4 kids.
Hi, my name's Hudson.
What's your name, sweetheart? Scarlett.
My name's Thomas.
Hey, babe, what's your name?
My name is Rowan.
That's Rowan. Now, we're here today to tell you about some of our favorite books. So, Hudson, why don't you go first?
I like Nathan Rich because it's full of like adventures.
Hudson likes reading adventure books. Scarlett, what's your book about colors? Do you like colors, baby? She does. She likes colors. Thomas?
I like my numbers.
Okay, Rowan, she loves reading about numbers, don't you, baby? All right, Thomas, tell us about your book.
I like the Who Was series because it tells information about famous people.
And what's great is, you know, the girls are only 4 years old, so they can read small books about colors and numbers, and that helps them learn. At the same time, the boys can read a little bit harder books, and that helps them learn. Just learning is something that happens when you read books. We're really excited that y'all are part of this book battle. I want to wish you the best of luck this summer in the book battles. Really excited to have you as a part of the Sebastian's Reading Squad this summer, and hope y'all will come out this fall and support us at some Hurricane games. Go Canes!
Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. And this is my favorite book, and that's why I'm showing it to you today. Ready Player One is about this kid named Wade Watts, and he lives in a very, very messy slum. And his only escape is in this virtual reality world called the Oasis, where you can become anything you want, and you have full control over everything. It's definitely one of my favorites. It's a really, really enjoyable sci-fi novel if you like that type of stuff. And since I like sci-fi probably more than anything else, this definitely was a great read for me.
Hello, Summer Book Battle teams and families. My name is Daniela Puhala, and I wanted to share with you my experience and passion with STEM. When I was younger, all I would read was books like Harry Potter and stories about this magical, impossible world where things would happen at the flick of a wrist. As I grew older, I realized this was possible, and I developed a passion for STEM since it allowed me to create robots such as these that move at the push of a button. I hope I encourage you to redefine the word impossible, and I can't wait to see who earns the title of Summer Book Battle Champion. Good luck.
Hi, Summer Book Battle teams. My name's Julie Holt. I'm a public defender here in Miami, so I defend people who are accused of crimes who can't afford to pay for an attorney. Prior to becoming a public defender, I was a professional dancer. Books have been a huge influence in my life from the time I was little until now. One of my favorites is Moby Dick. I love the writing, I love the adventure, but most of all, I love the underlying message. Every time I read it, I come away feeling inspired, not to be bound by these boxes that society is trying to put us in and how they tell us to live and think. This is just one of many books that has influenced my life. I became a public defender in part because of Richard Wright's Native Son and James Baldwin's The Fire Next Time. To me, reading has opened up worlds both beautiful and horrible, but always inspiring. So I'm so excited for you all to find books that will inspire and change you so that you can inspire and change the world around you. So good luck.
Experience in which ever since I was little, I would read and it would help me with my imagination and recreate new ideas that I never thought I knew. I expanded my vocabulary and I could write songs and I could write poems. And it was really pretty to just act it out. Since a very young age, I've been acting, and then reading has helped me express my emotions. It has helped me express myself. It has helped me and understand other people's point of view and put myself in their place. So I wish you the best and good luck.
And fellow competitors from the City of Miami Fire Rescue, Kim Miller, and this is Sparky, our dog. And we're here to talk to you today about reading and how important it is for exercising the mind and promoting the dreams. My favorite book here today is Stop, Drop, and Roll. And Sparky has his own book over here, Sparky the dog. And we're here to wish you guys the best of luck, the best of wishes, and hope to see who the winner is soon.
Hey, Summer Book Battle teams and families. I heard everybody's reading this song. That's so great to hear. I actually love reading myself. My favorite book series is actually the Better Nate Than Ever series, a tale about this kid named Nathan Foster trying to make it big in New York City and Broadway. I took my two passions, reading and helping other people, and I decided to try to create a traveling library. Look at all these books that we've collected from donors. Thank you guys so much. Keep reading, guys, and I want to instill your passion for reading in others. I can't wait to see who the next great big book warrior is. Have a great summer.
I chose the book A Dog's Purpose by Bruce Cameron. Reading is something I enjoy a lot because it helps me learn many things and helps me imagine things that I wouldn't be able to in the real world. Good luck on your book battle competition.
Hello, Book Battle teams and families. My name is Brandon Cruz, and I'm the director of the South Florida Center for Percussive Arts. And I invite you to drum along with me. So tap on a table, drum on your legs, clap your hands, whatever you want to do. But I know you can drum because drumming is universal. Here we go. I'm not a drummer, I can't drum. Well, you have the chance to do anything you want, and I wanted to connect that to this story, The Dot by Peter Reynolds. In it, a student named Vashti thinks that she can't draw, and her art teacher encourages her to try anything, so she draws a dot on a piece of paper. And from that dot, she gets inspired to draw a whole assortment of dots and becomes a fantastic artist. Well, just like in that story, you can drum. Anyone can drum. So I encourage you, whether it is drawing or drumming or anything that sparks your passion, you have to give it a shot so that you can become really good at it. All right? Good luck and keep reading.
All right. Thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye, campers. Great work today. Hope you had fun.
Thank you all for joining us. We see you, YWCA, Gang Alternative, Step Up. Thanks for coming. Family Action.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great rest of your week and summer reading.
Good job, you guys. Good job.
Latoya and Anna, I'm going to text you now. Thank you, Miss Countess. Thank you, Miss Susie.